Leon Draisaitl signs long-term in Edmonton as we look at what that may mean for the future of Connor McDavid and Evan Bouchard. Hey everyone, welcome into Off the Post. Rob Wong, joined alongside by Toronto Sun Sports columnist Steve Simmons. And Steve, in the end, the Oilers get it done, signing Leon Draisaitl to an 8-year extension that has an AAV of $14 million, the highest in the league, surpassing Toronto's Austin Matthews. Was this something you think Stan Bowman and the Oilers needed to get done, Steve?
Absolutely. And I think they're in a position now where the Edmonton Oilers will win the Stanley Cup. Will it be this year? Will it be next year? Will it be the year after? We don't know. But they will have secured, and I believe it'll happen, McDavid will be next. They'll have Draisaitl and McDavid together for that many years. We're talking about not just two of the best players in the NHL today, but two of the best players in the NHL that we've ever seen. And so those two guys together have proven what they can do in the postseason. And Leon Draisaitl in signing yesterday, I don't think people realize this, how great this guy is sometimes. He's 1.5 points a game playoffs. That's insane. The only people better than that in the history of the game, there's 4 players better. 3 of them are Gretzky, Lemieux, and McDavid. That's who he's with. So you're talking about an absolute supreme talent, now signed for 8 years. This is a slam dunk, smart move. Stan Bowman, Jeff Jackson, congratulations. Go on. We'll see you lifting a trophy somewhere along the line. They'll be the next team in Canada to win the Cup.
So you mentioned Connor McDavid, of course, and it would seem this Leon Draisaitl signing would suggest that McDavid is probably going to be inking long-term next year when he's eligible for that extension. We know the cap potentially is going to go up as well, Steve. What do you pay a guy like Connor McDavid? Is there a chance that he takes less to make this all work with a guy like Evan Bouchard needing a new deal at the end of this upcoming season?
Well, I happen to be in the minority on this, but I believe that the stars of the NHL are underpaid. And including, people look at the Draisaitl contract, and say, "Oh my, it's $14 million. I can't believe it." Then you look at what Joe Burrow's making at $55 million, or what Steph Curry at $62 million, or Shohei at $70 million. Hockey players stars are way underpaid by that, and we're not talking about how much money the sports bring in, because before the salary cap in 2004. Jaromir Jagr and Peter Forsberg were the highest paid players in the NHL at $11 million a year. All these years later, the top player is now 14. That hasn't escalated the way Brett Favre's $9 million has turned into $55 million for in the NFL. Yes, the numbers are bigger in the NFL, but they're not 6 times bigger, which is what's happened over time here. And so the stars are always doing, I'm going to do something to help my team. I don't think they should. I think they should do something to set the limit so stars get paid the way stars should be paid. I think the middle run guys and the lower run guys should probably get less because they're not selling any tickets. And in the case of the Edmonton Oilers, when you negotiate with McDavid, this is how it works. Connor, what do you want? How many years do you want? We're done. We're finished now. Write the numbers down. Then we'll work it that way. If he wants to take less because he thinks it will make the team better, fantastic. But if he wants what's absolutely deserving, 20% of whatever the cap happens to be at the time, he's deserving of that too. The Edmonton Oilers know, going way back to the 4-time or 5-time championships of the 80s, supreme talent wins. If you've got McDavid and you've got Draisaitl and you've got Evan Bouchard, you're going to have 3 guys on that team for the next 10 years or thereabouts that are going to be spectacular. And it's a great thing. Their power play with those 3 guys, is going to be like it's been the last 2 years, unstoppable. And so, you know what? The money hasn't gone up as much and people have had to freeze out a bit and salary cap issues have created problems for every team. But just the team I'm most familiar with, the Maple Leafs, they've got Matthews making all this money. They're going to have to pay Marner if they choose to keep him. They've already paid William Nylander, and none of those guys yet have had a great playoff. McDavid's had 3 great playoffs. Draisaitl's had 3 great playoffs. We're talking about different level of player come postseason.
Yeah, well, there's two guys who definitely want to be handing a blank check over to. It's Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, and it seems like the Oilers are set up to do that moving forward. As always, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. For Steve Simmons, I'm Rob Wong. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you next time.